Hello everyone. Welcome to first Degree Time by Contra. This is a series of webinars that Contra Digital Agency will host live on Facebook or any other channel. So let's start. I think that all of you read our announcement on our Facebook page about the themes that we are going to focus on today's lecture. We're gonna discuss the boost post and why we think that boost post in most of the cases is total waste of money. Let's be clear, boost post is not a bad option by default, but I believe that many people are using it and they don't know what they are doing actually and what kind of options they have with Facebook ads. I'm Ilya. I'm one of the founders at Contra Digital Agency. I spent my whole life in IT, but I've been doing digital marketing since 2009. Contra Agency is specialized in social media marketing, and we started as a social media agency, but eventually we became a full-service digital agency. So we mostly do social media marketing and internet advertising, but also we do design and development, content marketing, and many consulting and educations for everyone interested. We had the privilege to work with many clients. Some of them are mentioned here on this slide. We have a vast of experience in Facebook advertising, social media marketing, and we just continue. We just hope that we're gonna continue with this success in the future also. This is our website. Until 2 months, we've been called Akcija, but we changed the name to Contra, so we have two websites. This Akcija is a website in Croatian only, and Contra.agency is in English completely. So we focus all our efforts in English. That's why we hold this seminar in English, not in Croatian, because we want to reach international customers as well. So what is Boost Post and why we have this webinar today? Boost Post by default is an option in Facebook, allowing you to show your Facebook post to a much broader audience. As you are aware, Facebook ads, when you post a Facebook status on your Facebook page, maybe 10% of the people who are your fans might see it, which is only a little. So for example, if you have 10,000 Facebook fans, on average your Facebook post will be seen by maybe 1,000. So it's not a huge percentage, and many people use this option boost post. You can see it here. Whenever you click whenever you publish a new post, you have an option to boost it, so many more people can see it. When you click on a boost post, you have some option for targeting, budget, and other things. I think that many people use just this because it's the really simple way to advertise on Facebook. So you just publish a post, you click on boost post, you select some of the things like targeting, budget, schedule, and everything. And when you click on boost, that post will be boosted, and many more people will see your ad. And it works. You do a couple of clicks, and magic happens, and many more people see your post and your ad. It just works, but then again, why this webinar? Why do we promoting the thing that boost post is not okay? This is not something new. This is the article I wrote 2 years ago about the problems with the Facebook boost posts, and this is not something new. But I'm sure that not many people are aware of this. So the thing is optimization. We want to optimize our ads, and we want to show them to the really good audience, not to everyone. Let's imagine that all these things are Facebook users. Let's say we have 100,000 Facebook users, or let's say you want to target 100 users. Really important thing to remember here is that Facebook knows everything about you and everything about every user. So whenever you click on like, share, comment, whatever, whenever you do something on Facebook, it's being written somewhere, and Facebook knows about it, and Facebook knows about you. And on average, so let's say that you want to target 1 million people, that your target audience is 1 million people, and you don't have much budget. That means that not many people will see your ad. In real case scenario, let's say we have this number of users that they represent those 1 million people on Facebook. Let's say 50% of them don't do anything on Facebook. They are just there. They don't do anything. They just look. They don't like. They don't comment. They don't click. They are just, let's call them stalkers. They just stalk and do mostly nothing. Let's say that 50% of them are stalkers. An additional 30% of them might sometimes click on like, click on ad, comment on ad, and that's the way they behave. They don't do much. But maybe 20% of them are really active users on Facebook. They comment on everything, they like posts, they do everything. And maybe some of them, let's say 4%, are active buyers. They buy online. The thing is, you don't know which of those users belong in either group. Facebook knows, and that's the thing. Facebook knows everything about every user on the internet, on Facebook. And for example, when you click on Boost Post optimize for impressions, which means that Facebook doesn't optimize for a certain group. It just shows ad to whoever comes first. Let's say he might show the ad to this group of people, he might show ad to this group of people, maybe to this group of people, or maybe to this group of people. And if you want to have many impressions, if you just want to have some kind of brand awareness campaign, Boost Post is a great solution. But for example, you are running e-commerce shop, and you want your users not just to see your ad, you want them to click on ad and go to your web shop. Do you want to spend your money showing ads to these people who never click on ads, or do you want to show your ad to the right people who are frequent online buyers? Or do you want to show it to these people who click on ad regularly? It's a huge difference, because let's say that 50% of the people are people who don't do anything. So if your goal of your campaign is to have as many clicks as possible, or as many purchases as possible on your web shop, you want to show your ad to the people who belong to these 20% or these 4% of the people, users on Facebook. You don't want to spend your money on people who are in this tier category. You don't know, you can't do anything about it. Facebook knows who these people are. And so, for example, when you click on a Boost Post, you are just telling Facebook, okay, show my ad as many times as possible, and that's it. And he will show it to those, let's say, 1 million people living in New York who are aged 30 to 50. And that's all you can select. And you can select optimize it for impression, or click on Boost Post. And Facebook will show it to these people, maybe to these people, and maybe to these people. But let's say that maybe 50% of your budget, of your amount spent, will be waste, because 50% of these people will just see your ad. But if you have this, if you have the web shop and everything, if you want to have more clicks with the Boost Post option, you can't select that. But with the proper use of Facebook ads, you can tell Facebook, okay, this is my link, and I want to have as many clicks as possible. And this is my targeted audience, 1 million people living in New York from 30 to 50 years old. And Facebook will optimize your ad and show them to this group of people who are most likely to click on your ad, because Facebook knows their behavior. Facebook knows that those users are frequent, let's call them clickers, people who click on ads. It is the same situation for engagement. There are some people who never comment, never like on any Facebook post, and there are some people who always comment on everything. So if you want to have more engagement on your Facebook posts, more likes, more comments, more shares, you don't want to spend money showing your ads to these people down there, because their behavior is not like that. They don't like no matter what. But there are some people who are really active on Facebook and they like everything. Again, you don't know them, you don't know that, but Facebook knows. You just need to tell Facebook, okay, Facebook, this is my target audience. All the ladies living in Los Angeles, aged 30 to 50. And Facebook will, among that audience, find all those ladies who are frequent likers, commenters, etc. And this is really important to remember. That's why the boost post in most of the cases is waste of money. If you want to have more impressions, then it's good because it will just show to any people within your targeted audience. But if you want to have more clicks, more engagement, more page likes, more purchases on your web shop, you don't want to spend money on this 50%. You just want to spend it to this audience whose intentions and whose past behavior suggests that they are most likely to buy or to like or to do anything you want. So as I told you, so if you want to have impressions, you have targeted reach. Let's say 1 million people living in New York, and effective reach will be everyone. Of course, if you don't have huge budget, if you have really low budget, you can't cover everyone. But Facebook will just try to show to your ad as many times as possible. They don't consider any factor. They just show ad as many times as possible. And it is good if you want to have some, let's say, brand awareness campaign. You don't have call to action. You don't have anything. You just need your ad to be shown to as many people as possible. If you optimize for clicks, let's say that your targeted audience is the same, 1 million people, effectively, Facebook won't show your ad to many people. It will show it to maybe 20% of your targeted audience, so effective reach will be much lower. But the thing is, your ad will be shown to the people who are more likely to click on your ad. Same goes for conversions, because Facebook tracks all the conversions on many web shops, and Facebook sees who is frequent buyer, online buyer. So if there's someone frequently buying on Amazon, there is a much better chance that that person will buy on your web shop as well. And also same goes for likes or any other objective on Facebook. So for example, for likes, we have the same targeted reach. And there are some people within those targeted reach who frequently click on ads. But within that group, also there is a small subset of people who are more likely to click on like, because there are some people who like many pages and there are some people who don't like many pages. So let's compare. So if you use Boost Post for the page likes, let's say you want to have more page likes and you use Boost Post option, your ad will be shown to these people as well. In most of the cases, actually, let's say 90% of the cases, because 90% of the people on Facebook don't like many pages, and you will be wasting your money showing your ads to the people who are not likers. But if you want to have more likes, if you want to have more fans on your Facebook page, you just need to create page like ads, and Facebook will automatically optimize them and won't show them to other people. It will just select the proper audience within your targeted audience and show them your ads. That's meaning that you will get much lower price per like. And actually, we did a test for client. We tried to see is it really working like that. So we created 2 ads. Both ads had the same title, the same image, same targeted audience, same budget. Everything was completely the same. But first ad was optimized for impression, for impressions, and second, like let's call it boost post, and second ad was optimized for engagement because we wanted to have more likes, comments, and shares on our ad. In the first case, we had let's call it huge reach, 80,000 people, but we had only 5 likes. In another case, for the same ad, for the same budget, we had much lower reach, but we had much more likes. So in this first case, most of the budget went to those people to show the ads to those people who, let's say, never or really rarely click on ads or like ads. In second case, it was optimized and shown to the people, right people within those selected audience, and we got even better results. So what to do? Use Ads Manager or Power Editor. So when you click in an Ads Manager to create a new ad, you see something like this. What's your marketing objective? And you have 3 stages: awareness, consideration, and conversions, and many options within those let's say funnels. You have engagement here, and you can select let's say boost post to optimize for impressions. But thing is, you have much more other options. For example, if you select traffic, that means that you want to drive traffic to your website or web shop. Those ads will gonna be by default optimized for clicks. And one more, and there's of course many other options and really good things. For example, if you want to do A/B testing of your ads, you want to share more ads, or you want to create 10 ads. By using boost post, you need to create a post on Facebook page and boost it. Then what again? In 5 minutes you're gonna create a new ad and boost it. In 5 minutes another ad and boost it. Which means that you're going to just clutter all your Facebook page. But with this option, you just create dark posts, you just create normal ads, and you can create them as many as you want. So let me show you how it really works in Ads Manager. So when you visit your Ads Manager and you go to create a new ad, you have an option to create a new ad. You see something like this. What's your marketing objective? And you have many other options. You have brand awareness, you have reach option, and with this Power Editor, with this Power Editor Ads Manager, you can create Instagram adverts, Instagram Stories adverts, and many other adverts that you can't do with Boost Post. But you have, let's say, this option, traffic. You can create split test ads and everything. But let's say campaign name is, let's call this campaign contra demo. Next, and then you select your audience. This is something similar to the things that you have in your boost post when you click on the boost post option. But really good thing about this is you can create Instagram adverts, and you can select many other options, and you can select also Instagram adverts, and if you want you can select stories if you select the reach option first. But this is the most important part here: optimization for auto delivery. Do you want to optimize for clicks, impressions, or daily unique reach? So if you select impressions, it says it will deliver your ads to people as many times as possible. This is something similar like boost post. So this ad that we're gonna create will be shown to people as many times as possible. Facebook won't optimize them for anything, just to show them as many times as possible. But if you select the first option, link click, which is recommended option, and it is selected by default, it says we'll deliver your adverts to the right people to help you get the most link clicks for your advert to a destination at the lowest cost. So if you select this option, we'll get more clicks at the lowest cost, if that's our goal of this campaign. And also you have the daily unique reach. It is something like impressions, but this ad will be shown to the people maybe once a day, up to once a day, not more than that. So that is how these ads, how the optimization works. So if you select boost post, it's not a bad option if you want to have more impressions, if you want more people just to see your ad, and it's okay. You can't say anything about that, but the thing is, we don't use it, never. But if you want to have more control of your ads, if you want to have more ads, if you want to have optimization, if you want to have more purchases, if you want to have more clicks and many other things, boost option is really only a small subset of possible options within the Facebook advertising. So Facebook ads are great if you know what you're doing. My advice to all of you is stop boosting and use Power Editor or Facebook Adverts Manager. Advert Manager is a really good solution for everyone. Don't spend money just boosting posts, because in most of the cases you will lose money. At the moment we are preparing a new ebook on our website Contra, which will be written in English about Facebook advertising, and you will be able to download it in maybe 2 or 3 weeks time. But if you speak Croatian, on our website, or our old website, you have this option ebook, and we have 5 ebooks. One of them is Facebook ads ebook, and I believe that it's a little bit older, but still really good, and you can use it to gain more knowledge. Everything is for free as PDF download. If you want to have more information, and if you want to find out more, you can always contact me on my email. You can visit our website contra.agency, where we have a blog and with many advices, with many really good articles, and I believe it will help you to better understand the digital marketing and the things we do for our clients.